Well, guys, I got another one again. It's the old OBS. I was gonna put the 454 in, and as you can tell, it had an attitude adjustment, and it got lowered. Got some new tires on it. I went with the old steel wheels, and don't get me wrong, I know they're off of OBS. They're actually off that square body I had, and I sold that truck a couple of weeks back, and the gentleman was super nice guy. Actually had gotten back from PRI and had some plans to build a square body, so he bought a truck from me. Was gonna put bigger wheels and tires on it, so needless to say, I kept a lot of the parts off of it, and those were one of the things, just to knock price off the truck, because he just really needed a cab. So, but here's the truck now. She is lowered, of course. She's back and running, and I think the last time it was ran was 2018. I love the patina paint, and I think for a while, well, it's not patina paint. That's just paint that's done peeled the fuck off of here, and it needs paint, so you can call it whatever. But I love it. To do it right and paint this truck, you're talking about thousands of dollars, and hell, somebody can enjoy it and have a neat looking truck and ride around in it and have fun, and not worry about somebody scratching your damn truck. So I guess I'm gonna call it patina paint. But I cleaned a lot of the junk out of the bed of it. Put a new bumper on the back. I still need to put the rubber top on it. What else? Cleaned up the inside a little bit, just vacuumed it out. Still 5-speed. The motor was cracked and busted. So I bought it, and all this stuff was in the bed of the truck. No radiator in it, no nothing. I mean, they had basically taken a lot of the truck apart. I mean, they'd started trying to take the engine out, and I hate going behind somebody that works on a car, and you're trying to find bolts, you're trying to find where this, I mean, I know where the stuff went, but you're still trying to find the hardware, and that's what aggravates the piss out of me sometimes. But luckily I found everything, and what I didn't find I bought, so didn't matter. But the original little 4.3 was cracked on the inside of the intake valley, or the lifter valley was cracked on both sides under the head. So when I took the heads off, I saw they were cracked on both sides. Then when I removed the motor, I saw it was cracked on this side, right above the freeze plug, and on this side. So luckily, one of my damn good friends that always comes through, and he's that guy, the clutch guy. Like if you need a part or you need a motor, they've got something. But I got this block from them, and it was something that was a core that they had, and of course it needed building, so I took two and made one. But it is a really good running little truck right now. Put it back, 4.3. Still, of course, the 5-speed motor. I had to put exhaust because I don't know if it was the last guy, the guy I bought this truck from, or the guy he got it from, undoubtedly light catalytic converters, so they cut the whole exhaust system out from under it. So I put an exhaust system on it about 2 days ago, and so it's got like a little knockoff Flowmaster on it. But everything works good in this little truck now, and I like it. It's cool looking. I like the look of it. I mean, it's got a good little stance to it. It runs great. Everything works. Air conditioning, heat, radio. I mean, she's a pretty cool truck. And I was debating on selling it. I was like, I'll sell this and I'll keep my little brown truck. Well, I think I'm going to sell the brown truck and keep this truck. I mean, just because the brown truck's got 18s on it, and these tires are just cheap. I mean, 235, 75, 15s. Hell, you know, I can put 2 or 3 sets of these things on there for one set of what those 18s would cost me. So, and I like the look. I like the steel wheels on it. I like the little 4.3. I mean, the motor, if that motor ever blows up, hell, I'll put a big block or a small block or something in it. I will have to lift the front end up if I put a bigger motor in it, because it definitely went way lower than I wanted in the front. But oh well. It does look good, and I just think it's a pretty cool little truck, and I like the way it turned out. Don't get me wrong, I will sell it, but I would rather sell my brown truck first. So, with that being said, another truck I got for sale is this 61 down here, in which it is the most popular video that I've ever had was on this 60, I think it was called a 60 model in the video, but it's actually a 61 K10. But we're right down there in this truck, and take a look at it. I'm gonna take a little ride in this little truck. Let's see. I'll take a look at that old. I'll turn that down. Okay. Little truck cranks right up. Runs good. Set the horn works. Of course. Like I said, I love a straight shift truck. It's the best anti-theft of any vehicle nowadays. Is a 5-speed, and it had a Keith Whitney CD in it, and you gotta love that. And the factory floor mats are still in this little truck. So we'll ride down here. Take a look at this 61. But I'm definitely gonna sell this truck. Like I said, I made a video about this truck last year or year before last, and I've had it and dug it out, and that was a good ride. But had it, drug it out from where it was sitting for a couple of years, and cleaned everything out of the bed. It was full of like junk, to say the least. So it was full of junk. Cleaned out the inside. It is a factory 4-speed and a factory 4-wheel drive. Still has the plaque on the above the sun visor right there, and the VIN number, of course, it says same thing as well. And it was a true 61 4-wheel drive straight shift truck. It's not a Napco conversion. It's actually a true Chevrolet truck. I mean, you can tell by the bump stops, none of that's aftermarket. That is all Chevrolet. None of that is aftermarket. It's the original frame, but it is a 61. Somebody did put a 64 up hood on it, but it is a dual headlight truck, as you can tell. Crazy thing I did learn about these things is this windshield. I always thought these things, in which my friend that I got that motor from, he told me, he was like, these cabs are different. And I was like, no, I've been around all these trucks, and there ain't no different. Hell, I got one right up there, that C50 truck. The windshields are actually different on these trucks. As you see this A-pillar right here, it starts right there and actually goes down, like going back towards the inside. On a 64, it actually swooped this way. I got to looking at these. Of course, the dashes, I knew the dashes were different, but the cab themselves are different, and this little peak back here is a little different on a 61. But this truck was a factory short wheelbase step side truck, 4-wheel drive. It actually came out of Fort Benning, Georgia or whatever. It was like a military truck. And I know in one of the videos that I took, it had that little wheel thing attached to the back. I don't know what that thing was ever used for, but I removed it. But like I said, this thing is all original. I mean, other than somebody putting the angle iron and channel iron bumpers on it, but as far as the suspension and everything, it is a all original truck. It still has the motor and transmission in it. Motor, of course, it's missing a head on it. Transfer case is there. Transmission's there. Everything. It needs complete restoration. And I do have a extra fender Caleb bought when we were at Lineville. That will go with it, and a hood that we got in on trade, or that will go with the truck, but it's a better hood for a 64 to 65, 64, 65, 66 truck. But that will go with the truck if somebody wants to buy one. Well, buy the truck, but it is definitely for sale. So if anybody is interested in that thing, and y'all watch this video, and y'all are interested in it, hell, I will give you my phone number, and but it is definitely gonna be for sale. Once again, it needs total restoration, but it is something that could easily be fixed. I mean, it's not terrible by any means. I've owned a lot of these trucks, and this one's not as, it's not terrible. It's just, like I said, an old military truck, but it's kind of rare that it was a short wheelbase. But and the old tailgate, it still goes down. Somebody had put the old 16-inch bicycle tubes on there for the chain not to rub up against the side of it. But if somebody wants an old cool 4-wheel drive project, that is definitely one, because I will sell that fucker. I hope it doesn't stay here long in 2025. I hope somebody wants it, because I'm definitely not going to do anything with it. I thought about, you know, putting another 235 back in it and getting it running, but I mean, by the time you put brakes and it's just little stuff to try to fix it, I would rather whoever buys it go on and restore it instead of me half-assing it and you know, just to get it running, because whatever I spend on it, they're going to change anyhow. 9 times out of 10, they're going to put their own motor, their own spin on it. So this truck's kind of a blank canvas, where that truck was kind of a totally different deal. I'm sorry for that sun, man. That damn thing is bright today, and it's cold as shit here. It snowed yesterday, and today was the first snow, of course. I don't think it snowed 2024, to be honest with you. I know, yeah, I don't think it did. So we got a little snow yesterday, not enough to fill up a fucking soup bowl with, but we got a little bit of snow. But that sun is sure enough coming down. But this truck, I kind of put it to my taste and said, hey, this is what I kind of want to do with you. But that truck, if I start, you know, putting my hands in the pile on that, it's going to be something different. Somebody's going to want to do their own thing to it, and hey, that's fine. So as long as they pay me what I'm asking or close to it, they can do whatever the hell they want to with it. But it is definitely worth restoring. And hopefully tomorrow I'll come up with probably won't be tomorrow, but it'll be another video probably next week. I'm going to get a 57 and another square body, but a 57 two-door. It's an old drag car. So hopefully I can seal the deal on both of those vehicles and get those. And the square body's 1 ton. It's got a tall deck 427 in it, out of like a 2.5 ton truck. And the 57's got it's an old roll cage car from the I'd say the 60s 70s drag car, and I think it'd be cool. It needs everything, but I think it's just a cool old car. So I'm gonna make a video on that thing if the deal's right, in which I think it's gonna be. And but yeah, if anybody is interested in a 61 original 4x4, let me know. I can give you my number, and I can give it to you right now. If anybody wants to call me, 706-590-5288. So just call me right here in Lynette, Alabama. So y'all got my number, and it is definitely for sale. But as always, y'all stay safe, and I hope everybody's having a good 2025. And till I make another one, as like I say, y'all have a good one. Be safe out there. See ya.